boss beauty queens, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who do not know me and are new here, my name is Darian, and I'm so glad that you decided to click on today's video because it's gonna be a good one. I can feel it already. I recently posted on my Instagram story that little questionnaire box, you guys know what I'm talking about, asking you guys to ask me whatever you guys really wanted. I feel like I've never done a full question and answers video, and I just thought, like, why not? What the heck? I think it'd be best to answer a lot of you guys' questions all in one spot at one time. So that is the purpose of today's video. I was reading through all of the questions already, and I can tell you guys first and foremost that you guys asked some good questions, and I'm really excited for this video. So I know you guys just don't want me to do a long introduction because I personally hate that myself when I go on YouTube channel. So I'm gonna start trying to minimize these and getting straight to the point. So without further ado, friends, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. I do also just want to mention that I'm going to be reading off of my actual tablet here just because I am recording with my phone. This quality is so much better than my Nikon camera, to be honest. I went through all these questions just because I did find some of the stuff that you guys asked me kind of being repetitive. So I made my little notes to myself, and there are going to be some questions that I don't answer, and please forgive me for not mentioning them in this video, but the reason for that is because I actually feel like that is going to be a perfect separate video idea. So as you guys can see on this little, I don't want you guys to see it, but this right here, I took some of your guys' questions and I turned them into an entire YouTube video, right? So I just wanted to let you guys know that that is going to be that if you guys don't hear your questions answered today. So yes. But thank you guys so much for being patient with me, and let's go ahead and just jump right into these questions now. The very first question was one that was asked of me probably the most, but that question is, what is your dream department to work in? What's your dream unit? Where do you see yourself as a long-term goal, you know? So to answer that question, I really want to be a labor and delivery nurse. I volunteered at a hospital in the women's and infant services department, and I instantly fell in love with it. I actually witnessed both my brother and my sister being born. I do have a 2-year-old brother and then a 10-year-old sister, so I was there for both of them, and I had the privilege and honor to cut my sister's umbilical cord, and I swear it was just a completely different experience. I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the nurses and the environment, and I really can just see myself growing and becoming who I was supposed to be in labor and delivery. However, recently I gained a huge passion for women's health. Okay, if you guys don't know this about me, I am so beyond passionate about women empowerment in general. Like, there is nothing bad that I can say about women, and that's not to like down talk guys, right? I'm not trying to do that in this video, but what I am saying is that there's just this different type of energy that I just love that women have. We are so strong-willed, we are so independent, and we go through so much in life. And I just feel like if I were to do one thing, I would love to be there for women, you know. The options are definitely endless. And then I also do have another like side hustle that I can see myself also doing, and that is like the cosmetics of nursing. I am so in love with just like that med spa beauty little stuff of nursing, you know what I'm saying? And I would really love to learn that after I get established and I have a good foundation at the hospitals. I was completely talking without ever recording. Only me, I swear I'm a mess, and I always tell you guys that. I don't know how I do it, guys. Don't let me be your inspiration, because girl, I'm a hot mess myself. Damn! But the second question, let me make sure I'm recording. Okay, yes, I am. Do you have a job lined up already? And then also, did you do an internship in block 4? So to answer the first one, no, I do not have a job lined up. I am in contact with like a few hiring managers. However, I just like, I don't know, I'm not being nitpicky, but I haven't really like looked, you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't want to accept the first job that comes my way. Like, I kind of want to like put a few applications out there and just know where my applications are kind of flying and stuff like that, and then me have a few jobs that I can choose from and kind of see like the pros and cons to those, and then go from there and make my final decision. I am not currently looking for any jobs right now, just because for me, I need to focus on one task at a time. My main focus right now is the NCLEX. So my thing is I just need to pass that NCLEX before I want to start focusing in another direction by figuring out where I'm going to work and stuff like that. So the old me would have been stressing, trying to do my NCLEX and my resume and applying for jobs and this and that and that. And I think the one thing that I learned in nursing school is to take a step back and do one task at a time, because if you don't wholeheartedly do and focus on that one thing, you're gonna be everywhere and you're not gonna be able to fully put your all into that something because you're giving it half attention. You know what I'm saying? So that is to answer the first one. And then the second one, did you do an internship in block 4? No, I did not. I actually had a interview for one. The girl loved me, like literally was about to do my internship right then and there, but I was very stubborn literally a couple months ago, you know, like at the beginning of block 4, and that was only like 5 months ago, I want to say, and I was not willing to take any internship that was not labor and delivery. I was like, no. Like, I kid you not, the thing that kind of turned me off about the internship that I was going to get into is she had said that if you do your internship here and you land a job after your internship with this hospital, you are then required to work in this unit for 2 years. I was like, what? Like, if I did an internship in like the med-surg unit or something like that, right? No big deal. And then I can just kind of branch off and go to another unit afterwards. Okay, cool. I would love that. But no, she hit me with, no, you're gonna have to sign a contract and work here for 2 years. And I'm like, I don't like that. It just doesn't sit right with me, you know? So at that time. So I did not have an internship in block 4. However, if you were to ask me, do I regret not having an internship? I really don't. And the only reason for that is because, like I said, I need to be task focused. I can't be in nursing school and trying to focus on an internship. Nursing school is hard enough. I did not want to add something else that was going to decrease my chances of actually passing nursing school. I think in nursing school, you really have to learn to prioritize. What is your priority at this moment? For me at the time, passing nursing school. It wasn't an internship, because if I got an internship and I didn't pass nursing school, there was no point of that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, y'all. So the next question is nursing school as bad as it seems? This question was also asked a lot. From my own personal experience, and not to answer in a lengthy response, my block 1, block 2, not that bad. But I can tell you, boy, oh boy, when I got to block 3, that was my wake up call. That is when I had to snap myself into reality and tell myself, this is where nursing school becomes a lifestyle, okay? Block 1, block 2, I was not as focused or studying. You guys see me, I was out at the clubs all the time. I just turned 21 in my first block of nursing school. So I was living my little loquita life over here. But block 3, girl, that slapped me harder than a freaking pile of bricks. I kid you not. Block 3 was actually harder than block 4. And the only reason for that is because it was a huge jump. I don't feel like block 1 or block 2 prepares you for what's to come in block 3. And again, that is just my program. Next one is, did you already take your NCLEX? No, I have not. I take it on July 6th. However, I kind of want to move my date back just because I'm stressing internally. I haven't even studied today and it's 4 p.m. So I don't know, guys. I will get back to fully answering how I prepared for the NCLEX, because that was also a common question. Okay, so the next question is, do I struggle with my mental health? And this question is definitely very broad, because I don't know how to best answer this. I feel like I am just like everyone else. I am human. I have emotions. I have anxiety. There's times where I literally just want to lay on my bed and do absolutely nothing. Life gets hard. The way I react to it and the way I kind of overcome those obstacles in life is what allows me to sit here in front of you with a smile on my face, because I don't dwell on what I go through. I tell myself, you will be okay. You can do this. And I just really try to keep myself positive, because if I focused on all the negatives in life, I wouldn't make it anywhere. So I definitely think that question I want to do a separate video on, and I just thought about that right now. So that question is definitely to be continued. Okay, the next question, guys, is any babies in the future? This is so cute, because yes, of course, I definitely do want to have kids. If you were to ask me that question next year, the year after, or in 3 years from now, I'd say absolutely not. My siblings are actually my birth control. I do kind of play a second little mom in their life. Last night, I was sleeping with the kids. I woke up today at like 7 to give my brother like his sippy cup and feed him and change his diaper and all this stuff, girl. Like, I am a mom on the side. So any babies right now, no. Babies in the future after marriage, yes. Okay, y'all, so this next question is really cool, and it says, was selling your study guides a good way to make extra cash? And if you guys don't know, I do have my own separate Etsy account. I will go ahead and post that link down in the description, and I will also be doing a giveaway on all of my study guides once I hit 5,000 followers on Instagram, and I'm thinking about giving away to 2 winners when I hit that 5K on Instagram, okay? So, but going back to answering this question, in the simplest terms, yes, it was. I did not work in nursing school. Before nursing school, I was working at a doctor's office, and I was very fortunate to have saved up a good amount of money to last me throughout nursing school because I knew that I did not want to work in nursing school. And I just want to say thank you to all of you guys who actually support me and find my study guides helpful, because you have helped me just sustain my life. So I appreciate y'all. Okay guys, so the next question reads, how did you get through the hard times in nursing school, aka breakdowns, burnout, etc.? So I feel like nursing school will definitely test your strength and your perseverance first and foremost. It's kind of funny because me and my friends would joke around about, like, before you get accepted into nursing school, they need to have like a whole psychiatric evaluation on you to see if you're capable of making it through nursing school, because there are going to be those mental breakdowns, those points where you just feel like, what the actual heck am I doing? Like, this isn't for me. Why am I doing this to myself? There are gonna be so many times where you just feel absolutely defeated. And I wanna let you guys know that I'm not saying that to scare you. I know you hear this all the time from nursing students. Oh, it's hard. You're hearing that for a reason, because it's actually difficult. You know, we're not saying that because, oh, we're trying to scare you to not doing it. No. I'm saying that because I've been through it. I did it and it was challenging for me. But on the flip side of that, I also made it out okay. If I felt like I needed to take that night off, I would. Even if I had an entire itinerary and I knew I needed to do that stuff, but I was having a breakdown and I literally could not focus or concentrate, I called it quits. Or if there were days where I just feel like I kind of hit a wall, I'd give myself however long I needed to take a bath, to do this, to do that, and then I'd get back to my homework later on. You know what I'm saying? So don't be scared to take a break when you need it. So the next one says, how did you juggle everything? I got this question quite a bit and it was just kind of worded differently. I feel like I needed to make a separate video on this one. I just want to briefly like answer it in this video, but I don't know. I really don't know how I juggled everything, to be honest, because girl, I have a lot on my plate. Like, I was in nursing school, I do YouTube, I do Instagram, I have a relationship, I freaking love to work out, so you'll catch me at the gym all the time. Family's super important to me, but I just take it task by task, like I already said. I write myself a to-do list every single day in order to keep myself and hold myself accountable for the things that I do in a day. And then another thing that I like to do while I was in nursing school, but I would do this entire weekly schedule, hour to hour thing that I do. I have it posted on my Etsy if you are interested in downloading what I'm talking about. And I would just use this like little file or whatever to get me through the week. But just know that having a planner, doing a to-do list, and then writing out your weekly schedule when need be were my saving graces while being in nursing school and juggling a lot on my plate. Oh, I do actually have one more tip for that juggling thing. You need to really know how to prioritize your time. I was juggling with doing YouTube videos or doing nursing school. I had to pick one or the other, and I'm sorry, but I had to let y'all go for a little bit. But I wouldn't be sitting here today with my BSN if I kept on recording, because this takes so much time, you know? So just know what needs to happen now and then what could wait. So the next one is, if you could give one tip to a nursing student, what would it be? The one piece of advice that I can give any nursing student is to be kind to yourself. There are going to be points where you really hit rock bottom and you just don't really take care of yourself. So take care of yourselves always. Next one is, are you planning to be a CRNA or a nurse practitioner in the future? And my answer to that right now is no. Ask me maybe in a year, because most likely I'll say yes. I do want to eventually become a nurse practitioner, but with the hell that I just graduated from and all that stuff, I really feel like I'm content with where I'm at. I kind of want to perfect what I'm doing and being an actual nurse before I progress in my education. Okay, so this one says, oh, what time do you go to sleep in order to wake up early? Let me answer that in a way that you probably want me to answer, and that's going to be, I go to sleep every day at 8, and then I wake up at 6 in the morning, and I'm super productive throughout my entire day. No. I don't have any type of sleeping schedule, to be honest. Last night I went to sleep at 3:30, and I woke up today at like 7:30. So even after nursing school, I just don't have an exact time frame, just because I feel like throughout the day I'm so busy working out and studying, and then nighttime comes and I'm like, oh my god, now is the only time that I get to myself. You know what I can do? I could start researching and doing this and doing that, and girl, my mind goes on haywire at night and it's insane. I do try my best to wake up at a reasonable time though, just to get my day started. I don't like sleeping in. I feel super guilty when that happens. Okay, so this next question says, are you guys planning on moving in together and starting a life together? I'm assuming that's with my boyfriend. And to answer that, yes, we do. We actually talk about this all the time, and I just don't talk about that subject to anyone. Like, I genuinely see us working out, and I love this man so much. And so the next steps would be to get our own place and to move out together and kind of figure out us and learn more about each other and stuff like that. So I'm definitely excited for that. However, is that going to happen anytime soon? I really don't know. To be honest, the market and the house market is a little too crazy right now for me. By the way, I drink 2 of these a day, but oh, the next question, would you look at that? That is crazy. It says, what are some recommendations you have for weight loss, sis? Period. Next question, please. I'm just kidding. I'm super annoying, but I drink a gallon of water a day. Do it. Do it, because I cannot tell you how amazing my skin has been, first and foremost, and I feel like my body just craves water. I don't drink anything else. Oh, unless it's tea or coffee. I have been drinking coffee a lot more, and I told myself I wasn't gonna jump on that bandwagon, but it happened in nursing school, okay? So be careful. If you're not a coffee drinker, don't do it. Don't start yet, okay? One big thing that you need to do if you are trying to lose weight is to intermittent fast. So if you guys don't know what this is, I will post more info down in the description because I don't want to talk about it too much. This right here gets your metabolism going. It's really good for you. There is a lot of science to back this one up. And then with intermittent fasting, I do count my calories. So I am doing 1,200 a day, I think. I don't know, I started at like 1,500 and then I started like kind of like decreasing it so my body didn't go into like starvation mode, because obviously that only makes you gain more weight. But with that being said, I do try to stay in that calorie deficit that I have for the day. I use MyFitnessPal to track all my calories. However, I'm not perfect, y'all. If I was, I would not be thick still, okay? If I'm craving hot Cheetos con chamoy and limon, guess who's eating hot Cheetos con chamoy and limon? It's me, all right? So know that I'm not 100% like dedicated, like gym, eat, you know, like I still enjoy the foods that I love. Intermittent fasting will definitely help you out. Cardio and just working out and trying to eat a little more clean. And then lastly, stop eating at a certain time. I would say at 9 p.m. All right, guys, so the next question I have right here is, can you work and be a successful nursing student at the same time? I kind of already hit on this one, but just to specifically answer what was asked, if you don't have to work, I would not work in nursing school. If you don't have a choice and you have to work, then you have to work. But if you have a good support system, and again, like you don't have to, I wouldn't recommend it because it does get very overwhelming and challenging. Okay, so the next question says, what floors did you experience during your clinical rotations? So while I was in nursing school, it was during the pandemic, obviously. And so there were a lot of online clinicals, which is very unfortunate. I had endless virtual patients, which was not cool whatsoever. So the in-person clinicals that I got to experience were my long-term care facility, med-surg, critical care, and telemetry, obviously. And that's literally it. The next question is, how do you get motivated to work out? Honestly, I kind of feel like it's just my lifestyle now. If I don't work out, I can't go on with my day. Like after I'm done with this video, I'm gonna go to the gym to work out because I feel like I need to. It definitely does take a long time to get into it. Like I feel like when I first started, girl, I started way back in high school. And that was, what age was that? 15, 16 years old, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 6 years later, I'm still like at it. So it definitely took like a lot of self-determination to get started. But once I got started and I was consecutive and I started seeing results in my body, that's where I'm like, you know what? I love this. And it just kind of turned into my lifestyle. Okay, so next one is, did you take any classes in high school to help you prepare for nursing? No, my high school was very like, I don't know, just struggling financially all the time. They didn't really offer much of anything to help me with nursing. And I could also say that I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life necessarily, you know, so I wasn't focusing on the future. All I knew is that I needed to get good grades, because if I wanted to go to college, having having good grades can help me potentially get a scholarship. But other than that, no. The next one is advice for someone who is going back to school for nursing. Well, first and foremost, congratulations, my love. And my advice is just to always remember why you started. So there are going to be difficult times, there's going to be happy times, but just always remember that initial love and that initial passion that you had when you knew I'm going to pursue nursing. Never forget that. Next one is, how did you study for the exit HESI exam? And this one I really can't give you too much advice on because I don't know how the heck I got like what was it, a 92% on it, or like a 94, I forgot, or 96. It was something super high, like in the 90s. And I was like, oh, girl, I've never gotten an A in nursing school. How does that happen now? But all I did genuinely was just answer a lot of NCLEX style questions. Like that was it. The HESI was difficult. Like there were just like ridiculous questions. That's all I did. Just the Saunders NCLEX style nursing questions. The next question is, how did you manage your relationship with nursing school? So for those of you who don't know, me and my boyfriend are currently doing a long distance relationship. He is a professional baseball player. He's doing so amazing in Mexico right now. He plays for the Bravos de Leon. So he moved in. My mom was so amazing to let him. She is normally a very strict like parent, but I feel like she just knew that if he was here, I didn't always have to be driving to his house and vice versa. Like, I guess my attention would be more focused in school. And so she was kind of doing what was best for me and what she felt was best for me. And that was like allowing him to move in. So I can definitely tell you that like it was easier because he was living with me. And I know that everyone does not have that like an opportunity and all that stuff. So trust me, I know how hard it could be when you guys are living apart, because I did that when we were living apart. I would not see him for like a couple days consecutively. It was definitely challenging. Before we even made things official, I told him, listen, I am in nursing school. Nursing school and passing with this degree is my priority. If you can't respect that, we are not compatible. Like I straight up told him that. So he knew what he was getting himself into. So it wasn't a surprise. And so from there on out, we just like instantly hit it off. And so yeah, he went to Mexico. So we've been doing long distance since. I hope that answered your question. Okay guys, so the next question is, how is your long distance relationship? Like, what are my feelings towards it and stuff? So being in a long distance relationship is a lot harder than you think. When I think about how far he is away from me, my heart breaks so bad. This man is literally my best friend. Love him to pieces. So him leaving, I don't know if you guys don't have me on Instagram, I'll go ahead and post his like little leaving video right here. It was so emotional. The last day that we were together, I was just crying for an entire like 3 weeks every single day up until the point he actually had to leave. And then when he left me and I stopped seeing him when he went through security, I just like went to the restroom and I broke down. Like it was the saddest thing that I've ever had to experience. As far as how are we currently, we are super good, to be honest. Like it's difficult because there are days where I'm just like, oh my gosh, like it's going by so slow. I'm super just proud and happy for him at the end of the day. Like he's literally killing it in season, making so much progress and growth. And I'm just really excited to be there along his journey as he was excited to be along mine. He does come back in August. And then if they make playoffs, he will be back in September. So yeah, we shall see. So the next question says, how can I get my butt like yours, girl? You are so cute. Thank you so much. I honestly, it took me a long time to grow it. Let me post my before and after right here. Damn! Do you see that? Girl, oh my gosh, it's crazy because in the moment you're like, my body's not changing, this is so exhausting, this is but girl, when you go back to years before, you are making so much progress than if you never got started in the first place. Okay, so basically like what a typical like workout week looks like for me is on Mondays I will be doing a leg day. Wednesdays I will be doing glute focus days, so just booty work, okay? And then on Fridays I will go back to legs. I do lower body 3 times a week, and then the other 2 I'm just doing like upper body, back, tries, biceps, and all that stuff. So that's kind of what my workout schedule looks like. What I would recommend doing is lighter weight and controlling your movements, okay? And I cannot stress that one enough to you guys, because this is where a lot of people fail to see growth, is because they're not focusing on that muscle group. You know, if I'm doing hamstrings, girl, I'm squeezing them hamstrings and them booty the entire time, okay? And I'm doing it very slow and controlled. So that is the key. Okay, so the next question is, how are you feeling post-graduation? And honestly, I kind of hit this little area in my life where I'm like, oh my God, I'm post-grad, what happens now? You know what I'm saying? And then that quickly went over. Like, I'm like, honestly, I am enjoying myself. I am enjoying relaxing and being at home, but I'm also preparing for the NCLEX. So that takes me literally all day to study and do all this other stuff too. So I don't really feel like I'm too much on a break. I feel good, to be honest. I feel excited for this NCLEX to finally be over and done with, and then possibly start applying to jobs and beginning my nursing career. It's really exciting to think about. Next question is, what do you value most in a relationship? This is such a cute question. So what I value most in my relationship, there's so much stuff. I can't really think and put it down to one. Honestly, what I really, really love and I value, and me and my man were just talking about this the other day, so it's kind of fresh in my mind, but it's the fact that like just knowing that someone else genuinely and wholeheartedly cares about you. I don't know if you've ever thought about that concept, like it just hits different. Like, oh my God, it just makes me a little like, ooh, like it's such a beautiful feeling. I value that a lot, just knowing even if I don't have friends checking in on me, even though I feel like I have no one to talk to, or if I feel at my lowest, I just know that he's always gonna be there despite anything. It's really, really nice just to have that promising person. Next question is, how long do you normally work out for? I try to keep it an hour to an hour and a half. The old me would do like 2 hours because I was crazy. Okay, so this question's super cute, and it says, what will you spend your first RN paycheck on? Honestly, I haven't really thought about that, but what I can say is that I told myself, girl, no matter what, you're gonna get your Mercedes-Benz. So right now I'm currently working on my credit because I really want to sign for a car. Like, that is my number one thing because of the house market right now. If not, it would be getting a house, but because it's just kind of like ridiculously high, I would say my big purchase is going to be a car, and I am manifesting that right now because I really want my Mercedes. Okay guys, so the last question that I'm actually going to answer in today's video, because this is a very lengthy Q&A, is, did nursing school make your relationship more difficult? So I can definitely say that it challenged it a lot. Like, I cannot tell you guys how important having a supportive and understanding significant other is, because I really feel like if it wasn't for him being patient and supportive and believing in my vision as much as I believed in it, it couldn't have worked out. You know what I'm saying? Being in nursing school definitely showed both of us how much we want this relationship. Like, it made us both learn to, me be away from him for some time, and then him just understand my grind and my hustle. And so I think that we just have this different kind of respect for each other because of what we've been through. If you guys are genuinely understanding of each other's situation, it's not going to change a thing, but it will for sure change so much if you guys do not understand each other. All right, friends, so that is the ending of this Q&A. Thank you so much for all of your questions, and I'm sorry if I did not get to answer some of yours. I thought I was gonna have more time than I did. So with all that being said, friends, have a beautiful, blessed rest of your guys' days and weeks, and until next time, I love y'all. Have a good one. Don't forget to be kind to one another. I'm out.